Mayday! Controls unresponsive. Tower, do you read? Shit. Comms are down.
We spoke of was and when, although I wasn't there. He said I was his friend, which came as some surprise. I spoke into his eyes. I thought you died alone a long, long time ago. Oh no, not me. I never lost control. Your face to face with the man who sold the world. I laughed and shook his hand and made my way back home. I searched for fallen land. For years and years I roamed. I gazed and gazed stare at all the millions here. We must have died alone.
Kiedy chcemy. V has come to.
V has come too. Ακούεις με? Ακούεις με? Can you hear me? Are you having difficulty speaking? Can you move your head? Just nod if you can hear me. Look up, please. Very good. How do you feel now? Can you speak? What is your name? When were you born? Can you recall? Good. Now then. Please try to relax. There is plenty of time. I need to tell you something. Please listen and try not to panic. You've been in a coma for quite some time. Yes, I know you would like to know how long. I'm afraid it's been 9 years. Damn it! Nosocoma! 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 Nurse! Calm down. Calm down. Try not to panic. Wait a second. Try not to panic. You'll be all right. There now. Just rest.
How do you feel?
From the wreckage, I just stated that the reason for the crash was an as yet inexplicable fire in mid-flight. The search has ended with a confirmed death toll of 94 and another 30.
It's been 1 week since you came to. Now, let's try getting you out of that bed.
Appears to have been the withdrawal
Nurse.
of Soviet armies, and sources suggest this may be part of a cover-up.
Don't worry. You've lost some strength, but we've been maintaining your muscle mass through massages, CPM therapy, and EMS.
Multiple NATO countries have
Now, I need to explain something to you, but you mustn't be alarmed.
they noted their own citizens were among
9 years ago, you were injured in an explosion. Upon examination, we discovered 108 foreign bodies embedded within you. In addition to shrapnel, we also found fragments of human bone and human teeth. Most of it was removed, but some of the fragments still remain. They are located near your heart and in your skull. Look at this. The fragments are lodged deep within your cerebral cortex. We couldn't give you an MRI, the metal, you see. But even if we were to extract it, you would most likely suffer a brain hemorrhage. Mental and physical impairment are unavoidable. However, your current status is not life-threatening. One more thing. This X-ray is of your upper body. You better look now. Best to understand your situation sooner than later. I know it's difficult, but please look down. It's best to see with your own eyes. Be brave. Nosakoma, Grigor! Try to calm down! Calm down! Please! Calm down! It's gonna be okay! Yes, yes! Calm down! Yes. Yes.
Έγινε σε κατάσταση βασική εγχείρηση.
Γνωρίζει ότι έχει ξυπνήσει. Για να τρέχει μεγάλο κίνημα. Πρέπει να ενεργήσουμε άμεσα. Προετοιμάστε τον μια εγχείρηση. Το πιστεύω.
It's true. There are those who wish you would never woken up. You should be dead, but you're not. The wheels are in motion. Your enemies are everywhere. We must alter your appearance immediately. Otherwise, I fear you won't leave this place alive. It's a wide open world out there, so there's something we need to take care of first. I'm going to change your appearance. We have no other choice. What you look like, however... Very good. Now, let's remove these bandages. Your face has healed nicely. To tell you the truth, these bandages were more for your protection. To hide you from those who want you dead. As of today, your name is Ahab. Forget everything. Your name, your past. This is you, as you've lived until this day. Tomorrow, it becomes a phantom.
patient in the next bed's on my face. Of course. Consider it done.
Okay, have time to go.
What happened to the woman?
The woman? We gave her a light. She took the short way down.
Who are you?
Who am I? You're talking to yourself. Been watching over you for 9 years. You can call me Ishmael.
What the hell is going on?
Well, the good news is, you're in the land of the living. Bad news? The world wants you dead. On your feet, soldier. The whole place is coming down. Need a little pick-me-up? Okay. Here. Nothing like a little digoxin to get you back in the game. Come on! Follow me. Drug's not working. We're getting out of here. Move it.
Let's take the stairs. This way. This isn't gonna work. We better take the elevator. What the hell is that? Something's coming.
Hold up, let's fix this. Next time, do it yourself. It's always good to try and mend your injuries while hiding from the enemy. Over there. Let's go. This way, hurry. Get down.
Help me, please.
Let's move.
Help me! I don't want to die!
Get caught in those searchlights. Here they come. Hurry. Don't you die on me. Ahab. Ahab. Ahab! Time to walk. Press
press the stance button to stand up. Don't get caught in those searchlights. Here they come. Hurry. Move! Go! Hurry! This way. Shit! It's ugly down there. Turn back.
Πάμε γρήγορα. Come on.
Σας παρακαλώ. Τι συμβαίνει? Δεν βλέπω τίποτα.
Δεν μιλάει κανένας, θα μας σκοτώσουνε.
Ναι, τον είδα πριν λίγο.
What's happening out there?
It's all right. We'll be okay.
I can't see what's happening. You hear that? What's going on out there? Hey!
Oh, πρόσεχε.
Okay. Hey!
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 I can't see what's happening.
What is that? What's happening out there? Does anybody know?
Hey!
You hear them coming? Please, please.
Anything?
Negative. He came in here. Keep looking.
This way. This way. We're sitting ducks. Blend in with the bodies. Get down on your stomach and crawl. If you move, we're done for. Play dead. Don't move. better stop and treat that injury. We'll have to take the stairs down. Hold down the aim button to aim, then press the attack button to fire. Destroy it. Hold on. Take the left. I'll run interference.
Get in!
I'm on your side! Hurry! Hurry! Hang on! Use this! Watch our backs! Shoot him! Shoot him! Don't let him attack! about to attack! Watch for an opening! You get him? We shook him off. He's coming! Time your reloads carefully. I see it. The harbor. We're almost there. Shoot it now.
The name's Ocelot. Big boss. You know who I am. A certain man gave me a job to do. Two, actually. First was to get you out of that hospital. The second was to rescue the man himself. You remember? Your partner 9 years ago, Kazuhira Miller. 9 years back, your private army came under attack by Cypher. You were considered dead. Until today, that is, when Cypher found you. And it's not just them. The whole world wants you dead. You'll have to join up with Miller. Build that private army of yours one more time. It's your only chance. First, we need to save Miller. He's in Afghanistan.
Afghanistan?
What, you can't keep up with world affairs in a coma? 4 years ago, the Soviets invaded Afghanistan. The Muslims are fighting back with Western support. Miller was training Mujahideen rebels when he was captured by the Soviets. The Red's 40th Army. Troop strength somewhere around 100,000. The squad holding Miller set off near the Pakistan border yesterday. Now, in 3 days, they'll reach the Soviet garrison. They'll be interrogated for a few more days, and it's off to a lager. Or left to rot in a ditch on Afghan soil. I give him 2 weeks. The job didn't mean anything to Miller. He only took it on to keep you safe. Well, there's our ride. It's a whaling ship. Had a pretty good deal on her once the IWC started raising a stink. Now it's 7 days to Port Qasim, another 3 overland. So we won't have much time once we're there. Don't take too long getting used to your new self. Hang on. Ha! The area ahead is under total Soviet control. Miller's been captive for 10 days. Not much time left.
Weather will clear shortly.
Storm's passing. Used to it? After 9 years on ice, solo infiltration of the Soviet main ground forces should be the perfect warm-up. Kazuhira Miller is being held in Dawandehar to the north. Check its location now. Take out your iDroid. You see Wandy on the map? That's where they're keeping Miller. Only problem is, we don't know his exact location. Finding it is your first priority.
Got your binoculars? Or should I say, your int scope?
See the village? Straight ahead? All right, that's the village. If you see something through the binoculars and you need more information, just give me a call. I'll tell you anything I can about it. That's Violo Village, the Violo Calais. The villagers fled the war and evacuated a while back. Since then, it's become a base for the Soviets' 40th Army. A few days ago, Miller was taken through there, en route towards Dawandehar. You may be able to pick up the trail there. It's worth a shot. Put a marker on it so you don't lose track of where it is. Good. Now you won't have to worry about getting lost along the way. Take a look through your binoculars.
You can't have much left in him. I give him 3 days, tops. If we fail, and he dies, we lose our chance of revenge. But we need more intel. If you just go charging into Dawandehar, you'll be putting both your lives at risk. See what you can find out first. The Soviets have other outposts, not just the one you saw. Afghanistan is a big place. I expect you'll become quite familiar with those binoculars as you plan your next move. How and where you make it, well, that's up to you. From here on out, you're on your own. You're a legend in the eyes of those who live on the battlefield. That's why you have to handle this mission yourself. Put those 9 years behind you, and return as Big Boss. That's how Koss would want it. I'll be sending additional intel by radio. Stay sharp. Not one of Miller's bodyguards survived. And they were good. All we found on the scene were their corpses and knees. They'll be missing them. And you're his only hope of getting them back. Now go! Let the legend come back to life.
Why don't you do a little more practice in those ruins? Shooting, taking cover, climbing obstacles. See, even the sheerest cliffs are climbable if there are cracks you can use as handholds. You might even find some unexpected routes that way. Keep an eye out for cracks on your travels. That's a rough diamond. Good find. It'll fetch a high price.
That's a type of medicinal plant. Bring it back to base. It's sure to be useful sometime. That's marking. Focus on the thread and it'll be marked automatically. Security at that guard post is relatively light. Looks like the perfect place for a warm-up. Try to remember the ways you used to deal with enemies. Anytime you need advice, just give me a call. Sight, sound, keep all your enemy senses in mind. When you're near an enemy, stay low and move slowly. Don't leave bodies out in the open. Find some place to drop them out of sight.
John!
Those materials are already processed. They should come in handy sooner or later. Why not start gathering them? A portable toilet. If you're gonna hide inside, watch the enemy doesn't decide to use it. Same goes for hiding downed enemies in it. You're almost at the enemy outpost, Vialo Village. The village is crawling with enemy soldiers. Don't just go waltzing in. Start with some recon. Is there anywhere that overlooks the village? Look at where the enemies are stationed. Look at their gear. Take it all in. There should be a command post somewhere. See any buildings with tighter security? If there are clues to Miller's whereabouts, I'll bet you can find them in there.
Что это?
Dumpster. Looks big enough to hide somebody. You could stash a downed enemy in there, or hide in it yourself. Just don't stand too close to me afterward. Antenna. There could be intel files of some kind in there. So you picked up an intel file. Now we know where Miller is. I'm marking it on your iDroid.
ракетный комплекс. Ракетный комплекс?
Sun's down already. It goes without saying that darkness is good for infiltration. But your vision will be affected just the same. Keep your guard up, for who knows when you'll bump into an enemy. Planning to walk the whole wilderness on foot? Use your horse. It's an enemy guard post. Watch yourself.
Что происходит?
Your suppressor is no longer effective. Bear in mind your weapon will be loud from now on. one day. They've got Miller locked up in that town. Check your eyes, Roy, for his location. I hope to hell he's all right. He's not your average client. tarragon, a type of medicinal plant. It contains trace amounts of a benzodiazepine derivative that's the active ingredient in pentazemin.
Further.
That's where they're holding Miller.
God.
No more use for me, huh?
Kaz, it's me. I'm here to get you out.
Snake.
They do something to your eyes?
No, it's just bright as all. What took you so long?
We'll talk, but not here.
You've secured the target. I'll send the chopper to get you out. Make your way to the RV. You can check the location on your iDroid.
You look well. Age hasn't slowed you down one bit. Not so heavy anymore, right?
Whoa, whoa!
Golden Crescent. It's a type of medicinal plant. We can use that to make tranquilizer rounds more potent.
Whoa, whoa!
This is B-Quad. Arriving shortly at LZ. This is B-Quad. On station at LZ. Ahab, do you read me? This is Pequod. There's a gas covering the LZ. We can't land. Pulling back.
Gas. It's them.
Yeah, definitely. I see.
Boss, watch out. It's the skulls. Don't let them find us.
Yeah.
Boss,
Yeah, it's just
it's all around you.
these teachers are getting lazier and lazier
I'm
these
changing
days.
the RV so it's outside the
Ridiculous.
mist. Get over there. The chopper will be waiting.
Yeah.
That's Miller. You can't just leave him there.
Time to run. Holy crap. Come here, horse.
They'll catch up to you on foot. Use your horse.
Oh, really? What the hell? Miller died. Yeah, I can use my mic now. Now
Boss,
that
the target's dead.
now that all that
Mission
happened with the teachers calling us.
Boss, whatever that mist is, it's all around you. We can't see through it.
Alright, we
I'm
can't
changing the
ditch
RV
these
so
guys.
it's outside the mist. Run, boss! You've got to lose him!
These guys are OP.
This is B-Quad. Arriving shortly at LZ. This is B-Quad. Have arrived at LZ. Will stand by.
Oh, they left. Sweet. That way worked.
The mist is cleared, and it looks like they're gone.
Those things. That's the unit that attacked us before. They came at us real fast in the same kind of mist. Men, survivors from 9 years ago, wiped out in minutes. I don't know what they want, but it's them. No mistake.
Watch my horse. It's gonna sprout a parachute.
Gaining altitude.
The horse sprouted a parachute. So these missions, you can go back and play them later to better your rank when you upgrade your weapons and get more stuff also, which is pretty nice about this game.
headed for the Seychelles. That's where our new home is now. Hey. That was some operation we had, huh? 9 years ago. Carving out our own world. Making our own future.
I'm glad you all are enjoying this one, by the way.
I'm gonna rebuild it. Make a new place. Together. That we can call home.
And now that I'm on my microphone again, while I'm thinking of it,
yeah, we were
all
dogs.
You guys are such legends. Thank you so much
around
for the
out of
donuts
sight,
today.
Digging up whatever kind of dirty money we could find.
Thank you so much.
You name it.
You've been having such a struggle.
You see this? Diamond Dogs. Our new home. A phantom of our former selves. Triumph. Death. We weren't allowed either. Yeah. I remember it all.
Excuse me. Scoozy. God, it is hot in here. Let me turn on the fan. Not the tornado fan either, just regular fan. So in Ground Zeroes, this is what happened here. This is why you woke up without an arm and stuff. Thank you, McGurkin. You guys are all my friends, brothers. Well, no, not even friends. You guys are family. Family is even better, I would think to say. So that's what happened to you. That's why you're missing an arm and stuff. And of course, I don't want to spoil it, so I don't want to exactly tell what actually happens towards the end. What you find out about. Yeah, in the game, you're missing an arm. Your arm got blown off.
Snake.
Oh dear.
Why are we still here?
Marcian, did you get that picture I showed you of the real California cows?
Feel my leg. And my arm.
Alright, I'll shut up for a
My
minute.
fingers. The body I've lost. The comrades I've lost.
You guys hear this?
Won't stop hurting. It's like they're all still there. You feel it too, don't you? I'm the one who got caught up with Cypher. A group above nations. Even the US. And I was the parasite below, feeding off Zero's power. They came after you in Cyprus. Then Afghanistan. Cypher just keeps growing. Swallowing everything in its path. Getting bigger and bigger. Who knows how big now? Boss. I'm gonna make him give back our past. Take back everything that we've lost. And I won't rest until we do.
Are they getting a kiss?
Approaching Mother Base.
Just kidding. I know, right? It's a very quiet chopper.
I don't know how long it'll take, but I'll make it
And
bigger.
there's our mother base.
Better than before.
we gotta build it up from that and expand it.
God.
It gets huge later
What
on.
should I do? Boss? Tell me. Tell me like you used to.
It's definitely quiet. It's funny you mentioned the word quiet because one of the characters in this game, that's their name, is Quiet. He's missing
Things have
a leg
changed, boss.
and an arm.
We pull in money, recruits, just
Of
to
course,
combat
that's Master Miller from
rubbing
the
our
first
noses in
Metal
bloody
Gear.
battlefield dirt. All for revenge. The world calls for wet work, and we answer. No greater good. No just cause.
Ocelot.
God.
Ocelot.
Cypher sent us to hell. But we're going even deeper.
I know. I'm already a demon. Heaven's not my kind of place anyway.
Yes, Batman. Mm-hmm. Ah, that's good.
Dogs of war for 9 whole years.
I'm glad they called you then. I would have probably yelled
Now
at
you're
them.
not sleeping, and we're not junkyard hounds.
Yeah, I know.
We're diamond dogs.
Yeah.
Let them talk.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know.
We can crush Cypher, boss.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's how
You can
his
build the
teacher
army
was
that
with
can
me
do it.
yesterday when we picked him up. She wasn't really letting me talk, and she would talk over
We're
me.
fighting for the future.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, damn teachers nowadays are getting lazier and lazier because they're good boys and are usually really well behaved. So, I'm sure it's just more of a thing that they're just being kids and trying to play. Yeah, I'm sure it
Boss,
would
there's
be
something I
better
want to
in the
talk
British school.
Concerns the running of Mother Base. Come meet with me. Okay. This base belongs to you now.
What do you guys think? Would my
Go
kids
for
do
them,
better
not
in the
me.
British school?
This.
Hold on one moment. I gotta fix an option here. Where's it? Display. Oh, there it is.
Base belongs to you now. Make diamond.
Huh?
This base belongs to you now. Make diamond dogs the force it deserves them. Like any organization, we need good people, and we need to make good
Right,
use of their
I heard
talents. Miller asked me to lay that out.
What, baby? Do British schools still have
Start
a
bringing
school
people in.
uniform?
Use
My son's
this.
asking.
It's a Fulton recovery device.
Yep, I believe they do.
When you're in the field, use it to extract any soldiers or prisoners you want back here. And we'll see if we can't persuade them to join the ranks of Diamond Dogs. Go on. Test it out on the staff here. Anyone you want. First, put them to sleep. You have a tranquilizer gun, don't you?
It's an honor, boss.
Out like a light. Now approach him and extract him. Good. Extraction complete. You can only Fulton recover someone if they're not resisting it. No dead bodies either. They don't make great recruits. The staff member you just extracted will be assigned to the team best suited to his abilities. See for yourself. Open your iDroid. Select staff management from the... So that staff member was placed on the R&D team. The R&D team is in charge of developing all kinds of weapons and items that will support you on missions. Take a look at the development list. Select weapons items under the development heading. That's the R&D team's development list. See the item called cardboard box? Doesn't seem much use to me, but Miller was adamant that you'd want it on the list. The last word in infiltration technology. Or so he said. In any case, we don't have the manpower to develop it just yet. We need more staff on the team. Go extract a few more people. Boss, you can also Fulton extract individuals you've knocked out. Why don't you try knocking someone out with CQC next?
I'm ready, boss.
Show them how it's done, boss. Try throwing them. It's the best way to knock someone out.
Ooh.
Good. Excellent, boss. Now extract. Extraction complete. One thing I should mention. Fulton extraction won't always be successful. If the person is injured or shot, you could kill them. And if the weather's unfavorable, well, it could end up going missing. You can determine the chance of success by approaching the person you want to extract. You want to be sure you hit them out. That's carried into the chopper instead.
Don't pull any punches.
Ooh, rock that, dude. Ah! No! 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 Don't go that way! Where am I going? What the hell? I'm gonna die before I freaking finish this. Oh my god. Oh, nice. That's awesome, David Power. We could, I've played all of them. I actually have an MSF soldier's tattoo on my arm, too. Other than Charisma, this game is another one that I've loved for a very long time.
Now that we have more people on the R&D team, its level has gone up. They should be able to develop the cardboard. Give it a rest. That won't work on me. I've had drug resistance. Boss, now that we have more people on the R&D team, its level has gone up. They should be able to develop the cardboard box now. Open your iDroid.
Select weapons items under the development heading.
Now select cardboard box and start development. Just be aware that development
has finished. You can have the support unit supply you with weapons and items you've developed. Think of it as your own personal delivery service.
My own personal delivery service. Where is it at? Oh, there it is. Come here, box. Come to me, box. Oh, what the?
And there it is.
Knocked me out.
Not sure what it's good for, but Miller said you'd know what to do. Try it out. One last thing. The staff members you extracted were all placed on the R&D team, but that was Miller's decision. If you think they belong somewhere else, you're free to move them around. Well, that about does it. You won't make any GMP or find recruits hanging around.
What will happen if I stand here?
When you're ready for a mission. Open your iDroid and select a landing zone to tell it where to pick you up. Or if you're still in the mood for knocking guys on their asses, you can stay around here a while. Give them in some practice. Just come pay me a visit.
What do we want to do? Should we knock guys on their asses? I think we should knock guys on their asses, huh?
Boss, let's practice your CQC. Begin by grabbing him.
He wants me to grab him.
Once you've grabbed someone, you're free to do as you like. Interrogate him, knock him out, kill him. Scratch that. Good. Go on and extract him.
Let's
now, fist fight. Strike an adversary repeatedly to knock him out. Stay in constant. Extract the staff member.
I'm ready, boss.
Starting to feel like yourself again? The rest will fall into place with some time. Go ahead and call the chopper from
Oh, that's cool. Multiple tickets. Alright, let's get out.
This is Pequod. Arriving shortly at LZ.
They thanked me for hitting them.
This is Pequod. On station at LZ.
Thanks for that, boss.
Thanks for that, boss.
So, like, thank you for hitting me. Thank you for beating me up. Yes, knock him on their asses.
Gaining altitude.
Let's go clap some cheeks. Get on the real mission now. So what do you guys think of this game so far? Think this is one you want to see me stream time to time? LOTR series? Oh, Lord of the Rings series. I get it. Oh, that's awesome. That's something I might have to add to my Netflix. Rank dash. Okay. I got a dashing rank for that one. Oh, cool. Thank you, David. Yeah, this is one of my favorites to play too, so I would love to be able to play this one for you all time to time. Let's see, weekends are usually the races, so I don't think I could do the weekends during the day like I am
I know
right
you
now.
haven't been back long, but I prepared a list of missions for you.
Oh my god, I don't want to
Open your
listen to
iDroid.
all of these things.
I've taken the job offers Diamond Dogs has received and made a list of those I want you to consider. Which ones you accept is your call. The objectives of the missions I've added are prisoner rescue, facility sabotage, and high-value target
Metal
elimination.
Gear's always had
Probably
really
all a
good
walk in the
games.
park for you, but they should help you get back on your feet. I put the mission details on a cassette tape. Refer to it if you decide to accept the mission. We'll receive GMP for completing missions, and extracting soldiers and prisoners will boost our ranks. Building up Mother Base is the first step to achieving our goal. If that means wet work, so be it. We're gonna have to get our hands dirty. I hope you're rested up, because we're not stopping. Not until the pain is gone. The future of Diamond Dogs is in your hands. We're counting on you, boss.
Hideo Kojima has always been a really good storyteller with these games.
Farming villages in southern Vahan have been subjected to a strategic bombing campaign the past several weeks. The damage is spreading. It's part of the Soviet Scorched Earth operation aimed at wiping out the guerrillas. The target this time is the commander of the Spetsnaz detachment. He's been key to the operation's success. People say this guy's responsible for annihilating the Mujahideen at Tismasi Laman, the Hamid fighters,
I have to
overnight.
wait for it to come out on
He's a tough,
Netflix.
experienced commander. Don't underestimate him. The order from my client in the West is to shoot on sight. They want him out of the picture for good. Sorry, boss. This one's purely business. Wet work. A hit on a commanding officer of the Soviet military. Nothing personal. We're only doing this because it gets us one step closer to our goal.
And it's a nice long game too. Alright, where do we want to land? Do we want to land at this one? this one? We'll call this one Landing Zone A and this one Landing Zone B. Which one do you guys pick? I pre-order. It depends if I know what the game is, though. You can see the train. Star Wars games. Yeah. I did get Star Wars Squadrons for my kids to play. I like that one. A lot better than them playing GTA. Shago Calais. And there's another outpost here and another outpost here that I could collect more stuff from. I think Landing Zone A might be better. Yeah, let's go with Landing Zone A. Alright, let's tune them up. I don't have any other weapons yet. Ooh, Fulton rocket launcher. Ho 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 ho. Interesting. 45. And you do get to customize your weapons later on in the game too. Oh, this is for the online part of the game only, that's right. Switch those two around. So the less of the stuff that you take with you, the less GMP it costs. But we'll just go with everything on this one. So as you get more buddies to use to go on missions with you, you can select more, which you'll see later on, and of course you could upgrade their outfits and stuff. And then, oh, I do have vehicles. That's because of all the stuff I've done before in the past with this game. I could take a Jeep. Holy crap. Take a tank with me? I'm not gonna need all that stuff, obviously. And then you could take different people too. Let's see. With a scarf. Naked. Naked snake. Let's take the scarf. Nothing for the head. Probably won't until the end of the game. Let's just go ASAP. I always go ASAP. He needs a dirty wheelie instead of the horse. I'll take the wheelie next time. Well, I could always call it in too. Oh, Vanguard. Yeah, I'm not really good at those kind of shooter games. This kind of shooter game I'm good at, but well, decent at. The other kind though, like where you're playing against other people, I can't really do those very well. Yeah, I'll spawn in to the map and then someone will just headshot me right away, and it's like, what the hell?
It'd be a shame to waste him. Then I'll leave the method up to you. Boss, make your way to Shago Calais and eliminate the target.
I wish I could customize it really in here. eliminate the Spetsnaz commanders.
Be careful down there, boss.
Land in front of the plant.
Use compounds from plants to make medicine or poison for use in new weapons and equipment. Take a look at the plants list on your iDroid to see which ones we need. Then go find them if you get the chance. It'll keep the staff happy too.
Anyways, what I was doing at the beginning of the game with running and calling my horse, it was just showing you the transition of how smooth it can be to that he'll just jump on the horse in one steady movement like that. That was pretty cool. And you do gotta whip your horse to get him moving.
Say, boss, you see many animals in the field. Truth is, an environmental NGO has asked us to remove wild animals from combat zones. If you have the time, can you extract some back here? There's a reward in it for us.
Whoa, whoa!
Hide on the side of your horse. Get rid of these guys. Whoa. Bye-bye, sir.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Too heavy. As you upgrade, you can get it. I know, right? Typical Hideo. Yeah, it is. Japanese humor is pretty funny sometimes. You gotta question the Japanese sometimes. Oh, there's another plant. The plant harvester.
You've arrived at the objective. Your target should be somewhere in that outpost. And don't forget, he has a Spetsnaz recon detail with him. Keep your guard up. Is that him? Take a good look at their faces so we can ID the targets. That's the target. Take him out.
Can see a dude there, just barely. Oh, there's a dude there. This guy here. Some way over there.
not be much, but we can use them straight away if you bring them back to base.
Yeah, I'm not super into Call of Duty games. It's too different, I guess. World at War. Nice. Still boosted for our base.
That crack would make a good foothold. You can use crack climbing to make your way up.
Crack climbing. Crackheads. Crack climbing. Howdy doody, sir.
Hands up. Talk.
He speaks Russian. What we need is an interpreter. The main
He
principle of
speaks Russian.
intelligence work
Anyone
is
speak
intel
Russian?
gathering. But that's a problem if you don't speak the enemy's language. You need a staff member with the interpreter skill to do a simultaneous interpretation.
Ooh, I got him. Right, yeah, definitely. That's why I like GT7 more as far as that goes, but I do like the other games too. Nope, that dude didn't know what he was talking about. Where's his head? There it is. Do not speak, dude. This is a lot easier for me to be able to read the chat and talk to you guys. Oh, that guy's inside the building.
Speak.
Stay down.
Either destroy that or turn it off to shut off all the lights and surveillance cameras in the outpost. But of course, the enemy will realize something's up. If you're gonna do it, be quick.
Sun's coming out. Where's that music coming from anyways? Ah, that's the guy I need.
That looks like the target.
There it is. No more copyrighting me. No narking on me, dude.
Я не хочу умирать!
He's coming too. Roger that.
We're getting too sweaty. Oh, where is he?
So your suppressor is worn out. That gun will be as loud as any other now. If you have to shoot, be careful. The enemy's given up their search for you. But they're not giving the all-clear just yet. Stay alert.
There we go. Sorry, I had to zone in there for a minute and take care of all those guys.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
What are you? Oh. Yeah, I like that song. Kids in America. Yeah, exactly.
Target secured.
Definitely enjoy racing with you guys too.
Outside of heaven. Boss, your objective's complete.
I just like, you do like to switch it up every once in a while, and I did want to play this game again, so I figured I'd stream it so that you guys could see. Just for a bit of fun. Bless you, baby.
He's coming too. Roger that.
I have to take out this thing so I could call him a chopper over here.
You destroyed their anti-air radar? It wasn't one of the targets, but that's put a hole in their air surveillance. The chopper will be able to get in close now. You can designate a landing zone near the outpost.
Oh yeah, there was diamond over here I needed to get.
Those are raw diamonds. Collecting them as assets will raise our GMP.
Just get a wheel for the baby. Is that a Willy? Alright.
This is B-Quad. Arriving shortly at LZ.
Now that's racing.
This is B-Quad. On station at LZ. Gaining altitude.
Oh yeah, that's right. I have to put them on to knock people out. You guys know the Million Man thing? show you what I mean. It makes that noise. Whew, I gotta go to the bathroom. iPhone,
Right,
iDroid.
complete, boss.
What's an iDroid?
Maybe you'll actually break a sweat next time, huh?
I guess an iDroid's like a mixture between an Android and an iPhone.
How you feeling, boss? Getting used to being in the field again? Having choppers and horse at your disposal is indispensable for operating in the wilds of Afghanistan. I've got a head in the range for you to be able to
That's
develop
awesome,
and
baby girl.
customize weaponry for
Yeah,
support
someone
choppers.
actually gave
also
me a
develop
wheel
new
stand
equipment for
at one
D-Horse if
point.
you like.
And,
Use your
and that's
iDroid to
how I
start
got my
development
wheel
as
stand.
needed.
And it was pretty awesome. Special
Remember the
volunteer.
guys you
Oh,
brought back
Hideo
from the base
Kojima.
in Cuba 9 years ago?
Mr. Kojima.
Believe it or
There
not,
he is.
some of them survived that hell we went through. Word reached them that Big Boss is back and they wanted in. They're good men, our brothers in fate. They'll be glad to know you've seen them here.
Response message. He's got a fox tattoo over his eye. Well, she does too. Hungry Crocodile. What a name, dude. What's this guy's name? Grizzly Hedgehog? Orc Chameleon? Wild Harrier. Hideous Kojima. That's funny. Silent Mastodon. Iron Sloth. What a name. Iron Hyena. Flaming Ram. Whoa, look at all these guys. We got Striker Mastiff, Dizzy Centipede. Oh, the centipede is dizzy. A Rancid Husky. Smoking Gator. Crawling Croba, Dizzy Shark, Cunning Boa, and Hissing Moth. What names, guys? Oh, more. Bitter Hawk, Spine Ox, and Panzer Marlin. Interesting names they got there. Oh god. Those were some pretty funny names. Alright, I gotta go hit the banyo, so I'll let you guys listen to one of these tapes.
Computer, you turn the chopper into your own Aerial Command Center, or ACC. Some elements of staff assignment and R&D of weapons and items can only be performed from there. Take as long as you need to consider all your options.
Because this is supposed to be based in the 80s, so they're using cassette tapes in this. So I'll let these play through while I go to the banyo real quick, and I'll be right back. Yeah, they have. Yeah, they definitely do have bad names. Pretty funky names. Alright, I'll be back, and I'll let you guys listen to all this while I go to the banyo.
You were hospitalized in Dekelia, a British sovereign base area on Cyprus. It's part of British overseas territory that falls outside of Cypriot jurisdiction. You got moved from Cuba's Little America right into Cyprus's Little Britain. Why Dekelia? The UK and the US remain close allies. The last place Cypher would think to look for you is inside their own system. That's what kept you safe in British military hospital for 9 years. The safest place from a whale is inside its own belly. You were a regular Geppetto.
Well, it wasn't Pinocchio who led me out to safety. So who was that guy?
Cypher went so far as to attack British territory, burning their own ally. That's how badly they wanted you dead.
He said I was in a British military hospital. But the doctor had a Greek accent.
They hire locally. Easier to trust them. Dekelia is also home to Greek Cypriots, after all.
What about the terrorists? They haven't returned to the south.
Not yet.
The Cyprus dispute is still a long way from resolved.
Yes, that was a
country's
very
just
quick
as split as it was in
bathroom
74.
break, but yes, I
Turkish
did wash my
Cypriots in the
hands
north,
too.
Greek Cypriots in the south.
Anyways,
Between them, the Green Line, the
this
UN
will take like a
established.
year to listen to.
Is right on top of it. It does. It's part of the buffer zone between the two groups. Another reason it was the perfect
Got a
place
lot
to
of
hide
development
you.
here.
Easy to spot any outsiders snooping around. So how do things stand? Now, last year, the Turks declared that the Turkish Republic of Northern Cyprus is an independent state, though it's only Turkey that recognizes it. In the past, the Greeks and Turks lived side by side in the same villages. There are reasons to fight. Those came from the outside. Greece, Turkey, Britain, America, they all have their own stake in pitting the two sides against each other. But once you spark something like this, it's impossible to control. Both sides build up grudges like debt, without the foresight to see that each act of revenge just fans the flames, and then it's too late for other nations to rush in with peace talks. The embers keep on smoldering. Each nation's arrogance only breeds anarchy. The world is paralyzed by this hunger for revenge. Cyprus is no different.
Upgrade my horse. There's more.
You're up.
Oh.
We're changing ships. We can't go sailing the Suez in a whaler. The Suez Canal. When did they reopen it? Not long after you were attacked. Once they finished sweeping it for mines after the Arab-Israeli conflict. Can you stand?
Yeah, it's this one that I want.
We're going to transfer to a container ship for passage through the Suez. Our destination is Pakistan, Afghanistan's neighbor to the south. There, we disembark and head via Peshawar to the Zero Line, the border. We'll travel to the Khyber Pass by road. And then continue on horseback. Afghanistan's main roads are under Soviet control. We'll need to go around them. It'll be all narrow, winding paths through the mountains. We'll do better on horseback. It's a local guerrilla tactic. They use the higher ridges to avoid air recons. Then they charge down the mountains for ambushes. The Soviets still haven't devised a counter strategy. Our time frame is only half as much as we really need. It'll be a tough march. Better horses than boats. Well, it'll make for good physiotherapy. Take the time to get used to that new arm.
While the Soviets have indicated they are not participating in the Los Angeles Olympics, primarily because the United States has made no attempt to guarantee the safety of the Soviet Union's athletes, the United States is increasingly demonstrating the belief that the issue has nothing to do with its preparations, and in fact this is retaliation for the Western nations' boycott of the previous Moscow Olympics. That concludes today's news.
That's quite some news. The Soviet Union not attending the LA Olympics? Yeah. Andropov's death has changed some things. They're calling it revenge for the Western boycott of the Moscow Olympics. Countries boycotted the Moscow Olympics? Yes. In protest of the Soviet Union's invasion of Afghanistan. Over 50 countries were absent. It's too bad I didn't get to see Yamashita's judo. When the 40th Army crossed the Amu River 4 years ago, détente went right out the window. The U.S. Congress chose not to ratify SALT II. And Reagan's hardline politics won in the presidency in a landslide. According to him, the Soviet Union's an evil empire. The Second Cold War. And there's been no end to regional conflicts and civil wars. Lebanon, the Falklands, Grenada, Iran, Iraq. The story never changes. Egypt and Israel did sign a peace treaty. But then the driving force on the Egyptian side, President Sadat, was assassinated afterward. Apparently, his actions were considered a betrayal of his fellow Arabs. Islamic extremists? Yes. Fundamentalist extremists have been responsible for some bold acts of terrorism in recent years. We've had extremist students in Iran take U.S. embassy workers hostage, and suicide bombings in Lebanon. Over 300 foreign soldiers stationed there have been killed.
Grenade launcher
Countries have yet to develop an effective means of dealing with terrorism. Afraid of losing their own men, they've pulled their forces out, handing private forces a golden opportunity. Private forces, small armies with no national affiliation, working for the highest bidder. That's right, they got the idea from you. After Mother Base went down, they began spreading to meet the soaring demand. Miller's organization is just one of many PFs now. The entire world is after you. But at the same time, it needs you too. Miller told me about what happened in the Caribbean 9 years ago. You do remember Miller. You'd formed a private army with him. An army with no allegiance to a nation.
I remember, but...
I see. You're not sure what's fact and what's a fantasy caused by the coma. It's still all a mess, huh? All I can do is tell you the facts as they were told to me. I've gone easy on you up until now. But this is where the hard stuff begins. 1974, the year before you entered your coma. You were in Colombia, operating with a small unit of men. Basically mercenaries. Miller was among them. Miller was trying to find a way to turn his and your talents into a line of work. He was looking to start a business where you would fight on behalf of others around the world. Those who needed military force. But the reality was, at that time, you didn't have enough gear to equip your own men. Then Miller came across this client. It was a huge job he was offering, but you had a shot at pulling it off. You accepted it and headed into Costa Rica. The client even threw in an offshore facility in the Caribbean. The mother base, that would be your new base of operations. Miller sure did have a head for business. As your mission went on, your unit grew and grew. More weapons, more money. Before you knew it, you were commanding 300 men. As the organization got bigger, your military powers swelled to match. It got so the international community couldn't afford to ignore you. You were just too damn successful for your own good. You, your men, had worn out your welcome. Everyone was out for you. East, West, First World, Third. It was only a matter of time before someone took you down. And that was XOF. Officially, they're an anti-terror unit under the CIA. In reality, they're Cypher's private strike force. They lured you to Cuba using Chico. Snake. Diamond
let's get rid of all these.
Zero.
Because I can explain all this to you anyways.
Here, Snake, try this.